Hello, children. I know you're here and I'm very happy. Okay, let us turn towards this way. Hello, twins. Can you raise your hands? Awesome. Okay, where are the teens? Wow. I'm so happy you can be here. This is a very big family, right? Okay. Remember yesterday how we learned to sit up beautifully? Let's do that. Okay. See how you can be a mountain. Your back upright, your shoulders roll back and open. Your arms rest alongside your body. You can also hold your hands together like this. Yeah? Gently touch the thumbs. And just breathe right into that space. You make friend with your breathing. Hello, in breath. Hello, out breath. I know you've been here for a long time. Since I was born, the moment that I came into this world, I cried. And that was my first in-breath. First in-breath you took on your own. And since then, however old you are, you have been breathing many times. But I wonder how many of those in-breaths and out-breaths that you have been aware of. How many do you think? Give me a number. How many in-breaths and out-breaths have you been aware of? Even today, make it easy. Today, how many? 4. Wonderful, Gang. Okay. How many? 4 also. That's good. Many adults have not been aware of 4 in-breaths and out-breaths. So let us breathe with the sound of the bell. The bell is also breathing, and we are breathing with the sounds of the bell. You can feel your in-breath flowing in through your nose, through your mouth, and you can feel your out-breath going out through your nostrils, through your lips. Okay? Let's try that. You can also feel your chest rising and your chest falling, rising and falling. And if you are relaxed, you can actually feel your belly also rising and falling. Breathe and smile. Two more sounds of the bell. We'll breathe. Just say hello to the in-breath and hello to the out-breath. Hello, dear beloved teacher Thai, dear children, dear twins, and dear teens, and dear family. How many of you know the game Simon Says? Awesome. Okay, so let's play that game, okay? But instead of saying Simon Says, I'll say Sister D Says. That's my name, Sister D, okay? So Sister D says, raise your hands if you feel happy with yourself. Great. Yay. Sister D said, raise your hands if you love yourself. Wow. Awesome. Did you feel this way at home? Sometimes. Okay, but today is a good day, right? Yesterday was a good day too? Okay. Sister D says, raise your hands if you wish you were a little taller. Oh, really? Okay. Sister D says, the adults too, you play too, okay? Raise your hands if you wish you were a little bigger. Oh, okay. Sister D says, raise your hands if you wish you were smarter. Just a little tiny more. Oh, many of you, huh? Okay. Sister D says, raise your hands if you think you're just perfect the way you are. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So, you know, many of us, and not just you, especially, you know, when we are little, when we are small like this, we go to school, and some kids will say, oh, how come you are so short? How come you are so tall? Right? How come you're so small? How come you're so big? Yeah, you get that? Yeah? And then you feel bad about yourself, right? You're like, oh, I wish I look like that guy or that girl. You ever feel that way? Yeah? You wish you could look like somebody else. Yeah? So, believe it or not, even when we grow up, like you see the teens are cool, you think they're cool? I think they're cool. But sometimes teens also feel that way. Oh, you know, I'm not good enough. I wish I could be somebody else. Have you heard of the name Elon Musk? Oh, who is it? Elon, not Ellen. Elon Musk. Thank you, Kang. Elon Musk. So in one interview, he was asked, how can this other man asked him, how can we be like you? And he laughed. Elon Musk. He said, well, I don't know if you want to be like me. I don't know if I like to be me. Can you believe it? It shocked me when I heard that. You know, he's like a big CEO, right? Of SpaceX, of Tesla. He's a billionaire. Probably if you get all the cash in this room, it's like it filled up this meditation hall, right? He'll be a billionaire. And yet he made the statement, I don't know if you want to be me. I'm not sure if I like to be me, if I'd like to be me. Huh? So how is it that we can have everything and yet we never feel that we are enough? So I want to share with you this one Chinese character that I learned that I think so awesome. Can you see it from afar? Can you guess what's this? Oh, it's a head. Awesome. Okay, what's this? Wow. Listen to the children. Aren't they wise? That's the body. What's this, Kang? The arm. What's this? So it's like this, right? You know what this character stands for? Enough. Yeah, enough. Okay, now let's go back to Chinese. I mean, they write better than me, but anyway, it's good enough, right? Sister D says, put your hand on your head. Not hit your head, put your hand gently on your head, okay? Sister D says, hello, my head. I know you're there and I'm so happy. Yeah. Sister D said, put your hands on your body. Sister D said, hello, my dear body. I know you are there and I'm so happy. Sister D said, put your hand out. Yeah, and put the other hand on top of it. Sister D said, hello, my arm. I'm so grateful for you. Yeah? Without the arms, what would happen to you? Yeah. Can't play, can't draw, can't do anything, right? So you see in this character, only one arm, and that makes you enough. But you have two arms, not just one, okay? And now put both hands on our two legs. Sister D said, hello, my dear legs. You are so awesome. With you, I can run, can dance, can jump. Okay, now Sister D asks you, are you enough? Are you enough? You are enough. Okay? Oh, you don't think so, huh? So, do you know when we don't think we are enough, it makes us feel really bad. It makes us feel like not just enough, it also means we're not good enough. Something about us that is incomplete. Like there's something wrong with it, you know? That's what happens as children. If we think negative thoughts about ourselves, oh, I'm not enough. I wish I could have this, I wish I could have that. And then we grow up like Elon Musk, a billionaire, and he may think that he's still not enough. You see? So, it's so important when we are young. We learn to realize, you know, I am enough. I have more than enough because I still have a head, right? And my brain works well, doesn't it? I mean, you can hear, you can understand everything. You have eyes, ears, nose, mouth, everything. You have a body, don't you? You have arms, you have legs. That makes you enough, okay? So please remember this. Whenever you doubt yourself, whenever you wish you were somebody else, just come back to this deep truth. Just go back to your body and see what you have. And you can name all of the things you have in yourself. Your physical body as well as your qualities. You know, you are kind, you are funny, you are gentle, you are quiet, you are loving, you're smart. You know, all of those qualities. Just come back to them. And that helps you to recognize that, oh, wow, I actually have more than enough. And I am actually more than enough. Does it make sense? Yeah? And that is actually a practice of beginning anew. I want to share with you. This is a very wonderful practice. And it has 4 steps. And I'm going to quiz you, okay? So pay attention. The ones who are looking all around, who's talking, are the ones who are not hearing. And I'm going to ask those ones, okay? How many steps are there in beginning anew? 4 steps. Okay. How many steps? How many steps are there in beginning anew? Okay. Have you heard of the word beginning anew before? Yeah? What does it mean to you, beginning anew? A fresh start. Good, Kong. Very good. Okay, a fresh start. Okay, let's check it out. I have like this bowl. I like it a lot. Somebody gave it to me a long time ago. Okay? So now if you get like a stain on it or it gets dirty, would you just throw it away? No. What do you do with it? You wash it, you clean it, right? And it's just as good as new, right? So that's what we do in beginning anew. When the first step of beginning anew is, you see what I drew on the board? What's that? Flowers. So the first step in beginning anew is to water the flowers, okay, in us. And I call it simply to say thank you, okay? To say thank you to ourselves, to our mother, father, to our siblings. Say thank you, okay? To water the flowers in them. That is a way to begin anew. So when you feel bad about yourself, just begin anew by recognizing the good things in yourself and to thank yourself. So can somebody thank yourself for me? Okay, say out loud. What are you thankful for? A teen. Yes, go. Oh, how wonderful. I am thankful that I am alive. Yes, that is something we take for granted. But actually, it is something very precious. Because we are alive, everything is possible. So we are thankful that we are alive. Okay? What else, Kang? What are you thankful for? I'm thankful that the sun rose this morning. How wonderful. Thank you, Kang. What about you, Vita? I know you are here. I'm thankful for my mom. How wonderful. Aren't you like a flower blooming, Jennifer? Yeah, you see, you water the flower in your mother and she just blooms, right? Yes, I'm thankful for my brothers, one or more. Oh, I'm thankful for my brain. Amazing, wonderful, Gong. Exactly, I'm thankful for my brain. One more. I'm thankful for my family. You hear that? So this, anything else? Many more things. Yes, Gong? I'm thankful for the roses. Wonderful. So, what is the first step in beginning anew? To water the flowers. Good. To say thank you, okay? What are you thankful for, Kang? Huh? Everything. You hear that? Stand up, Kang, so everybody can see you. And turn around, Kang. Oh, what a precious face. I am thankful for everything. You hear that? Yes. So let us begin anew. We hear the children, how easy they, they can recognize the good things in them and to be thankful. You see that? Remember that mind, okay? That capacity to be thankful for everything. And remind the adults to do that, okay? Thank you. You can thank many times a day to yourself okay? To those around you, in your family, at school, anything. Yes, Con? Okay, thank you for raising your hand. Okay? And in practicing watering the flowers, we use what we call loving speech. Yeah? Speech that will inspire happiness, joy, and confidence. You see that? When you were saying, I'm thankful for everything, I'm thankful for my family, that's what we call as using loving speech, because it makes your body feels good, it makes other people feel good, okay? And that gives us energy. When we say something unkind, can you feel right away in your body? It's like tighten up. Yeah, it feels tight, right? It feels heavy. So you know, those of us who bully others, actually we suffer a lot. When we scream at other kids, when we say mean things to other kids, actually in our own body, in our own brain, we secrete hormones, stress hormones. And like your body is like this, you know, your eyes look really red and your whole body tense up and you shout. You are going through a stress response. Yeah? It's very, very tense and stressful for your body and mind. And if it accumulates like that day after day, you can get quite sick. Some kids can get bad stomach ache. You can feel just sick from deep inside. When you're mean, not only the other person cries and feels bad, actually we feel bad. And there's something deep inside of us also cries. Okay? So in that way, it's so important to learn to be kind to ourselves and each other. You see, to use loving speech. And loving speech always goes hand in hand with deep listening. So you listen with your ears. Okay? Like when you are here, do you feel your parents listen to you a little better? Yeah? You feel it? Are your parents more attentive to you? Yes. So they listen better when you want to talk to them? Do they have their phones in front of them? Oh, good. No, that's right. Good, huh? You see, the children like it. So, parents, loving speech and deep listening. Put your phones away. When your children are around, just put your electronics away, okay? Because we like it, right? When the adults, when other people pay attention to us, right? And when we talk, they listen. And when we say something, they are happy. Does it make sense, Gang? Okay, so loving speech and deep listening. Quickly, before I let you go, what's the second step you think in beginning anew? You say thank you on the one hand, and what about on the other hand? Wow, such wisdom. Exactly. You say, I am sorry. Yes, go. You want to say something? Anything you are sorry about? You want to begin anew? Anybody wants to say sorry for something that you thought, you said, or you did to yourself or somebody else, and you feel bad and you want to begin anew? Raise your hands. Anything you did today or yesterday? No? Yes, Kang? Help. What did she say? You held your breath for 7 seconds when you were born? Wow. Did you do that on purpose? Maybe. Okay, maybe. Okay, so you can begin anew now. You can make it up, Kang. So you don't hold your breath anymore, okay? You actually pay attention to your breath and befriend it and say, hello in breath, hello out breath, okay? That's a way you can begin anew. And it can help you a lot. Anything else, teens? may you be regretful for? Give me an example. Okay, Gong, in the black sweater. Yes. Don't know. Nothing to be sorry about? Did you stay up late when you were home? How late do you stay up for? Not that late. Yes, Gong. Oh, is it today? Was it yesterday? Sorry that I was late for one of the classes, late for 12 minutes. You are wonderful, Gong. Thank you. Okay, so that's one thing. Yes? You're sorry for not? Oh, I'm sorry for not giving my dog enough love sometimes. Okay. When you go home, you can also tell your dog that, okay? And give extra love. I'm sorry for yelling at my brother yesterday. See, so those are the things that we can do. Kang. You know, when we do something unkind, yeah, when we do something that upsets another person, or actually, like when we say to ourselves, oh, I'm not good enough, shh. Can you pay attention, my dear? I feel sad because you are not paying attention to me. Hmm? I feel sad because I'm talking to you and you're talking to each other. Can you pay attention? Yeah. Thank you, Gong. Okay. Just a few more minutes, right? It's very important when we do something and we know it's not very kind, and we know it because we feel bad in our body. Yeah? Then the best thing actually is to just say it. I'm sorry I said something unkind to myself. Okay? I'm really sorry. I don't mean it. I know I still have a head, a body, 2 arms, and 2 legs. I'm good enough. I'm more than enough. I'm sorry that I thought otherwise. Okay? And when you said or did something unkind to somebody else, just say sorry. The adults, sometimes it's very difficult for them to say sorry. But you know what? They suffer a lot because everything is stuffed inside. Yes, Gong, you want to say something? Okay, I'm sorry for arriving to one of the classes super, super, super late. Okay, you are forgiven. Both of them. Both of us were late. Okay, you are forgiven and thank you for apologizing. Okay, so my dear children and twins, can you tell me what are the two steps in beginning anew? What's the first step? Water the flowers. Second step? Say sorry. If you can practice that in your daily life with yourself and with those around you, it will make your heart open and light. It will make you happy. Okay? So do practice beginning anew in that way. It's very simple. Yeah? Whatever you did wrong, you can just undo it by saying sorry and by saying something kinder. Okay? All right? So, precious children and twins, that's it. I'll let you go. So, with a small sound of the bell, you stand up and turn towards the adults and bow deeply, and then you go out and play. Thank you so much for being so wonderful, okay, attentive. And I love seeing the twins on the big truck doing recycling. You nourish the community a lot. Okay. Standing up, I'm aware that I'm standing up. Turning towards the family, I join my palms beautifully. And we bow with the sound of the bell. Beautiful, Kang. Enjoy the day, okay? And practice beginning anew. This afternoon, actually, you have that practice together with your parents. So you know what it's all about, right? The first 2 steps. Good. Thank you, Kang. Teenagers, you are cordially invited to stay and also to move forward. Okay? Move forward the first 2 rows because this talk is for you and for the teens in all of us. Yeah. So the adults are also invited to move up if you wish. Okay, children, you can leave quietly, okay? Let us practice non-waiting. Just come back to our breath. Sit stably. We'll enjoy one sound of the bell together. Đợi chút xíu để hả? Okay, just settle down and we'll listen to one sound of the bell together. My dear ones, one of the children, she said that she's grateful, she's thankful for her brain. So I actually wanted to talk a little bit with you how the brain works and why is it so important that we practice doing beginning anew with ourselves. In terms of the first 2 steps, we learned already, right? To water the flowers in us, to be thankful for the good conditions that we have, and also learn to express regrets as the second step, to be, to say sorry when things happen. Now, in the brain, you have heard about neurons, right? You've heard about neural pathways. Have you heard? Yeah? Neural networks. Yeah? So I thought to use an analogy. You know about airport hubs. Okay, how many major airport hubs are there in the US? Do you think? How many? 10. Exactly, there are 10 major airport hubs. One in Los Angeles, in San Francisco, in Dallas, in Chicago, Denver, etc. 10 of them. And so let's say just one hub. I made a copy. I don't know if you can see. A hub, it just means it expresses the connectivity of one airport to other airports, right? Quite intricate. That's just one airport connecting to all other airports. Yeah? That's one hub. Check this out. This is a few hubs. You see how they are crisscrossing? It's like a red blur, right? It looks very, very complicated. And this is just a few hubs. Well, in our brain, they're not just 10 hubs. There are probably like hundreds of thousands of hubs. All these neurons connecting with each other, crisscrossing. I mean, I'm sure it's very, very complicated. And at the age when you are going through adolescence, that's including your teenage years as well as your early 20s, all these connections, I mean, they're like bundles and bundles in there when you were children. Now there will be some trimming off. Whatever you use the most, they will be strengthened. They can be established, more new ones can be established, but whichever connections that you don't use, they will be trimmed off, cut off. Okay? So that's important to realize how complicated your brain is and how it's right now at your age, that's what it's doing. Okay? Strengthening connections and also trimming off certain connections that are not used. These networks affect us. These neural networks affect the way we think about ourselves, about the world. They affect the way we speak. They affect the way we behave. The more we use certain networks, the stronger they are. So this is, in science, they call it neuroplasticity. Have you heard that word? Yeah, neuroplasticity. It means that the brain is very plastic. The brain is not fixed and rigid like a machine. But the brain is a living organism. It's changing. Repairing itself, making new connections, cutting off old connections that are unused. It's very neuroplastic. So, if we learn to be grateful for ourselves, in our daily life, we are often thankful. We give rise to thoughtful, kind, loving thoughts towards ourselves and others. Then we strengthen certain neural networks in our brain. And they become much more easily accessible to us. When we have like a difficulty, these networks are there for us to say, okay, it's bad, but I still have myself. I still have my mother, my father. I still have good conditions in my life. Does it make sense? Yeah? We can see the big picture more easily. We can still be optimistic. Whereas if we are not grateful in our daily life, we often complain, we often only see the negativity of everything, then of course those neural networks will be used, rehearsed, strengthened. And so it becomes a habit of complaining, of feeling bad about ourselves and the world. And a habit becomes what? A repeated action of thought, speech, and body. When it's repeated, it's rehearsed, it forms neural networks. It becomes a habit. And a habit, when it's rehearsed, repeated, strengthened, it becomes what? A personality. Okay? A personality. Some people share with me that I was a joyful child and some bad things happened, and now I don't even recognize myself anymore. You know, I'm so negative, I'm so depressed. Yeah. How have I changed? You know, people, when they marry each other, they say, you have changed, you're different. We change because we rehearse certain networks so often. So neuroplasticity can work in two different ways. One is to help us to develop, establish new habits, right? New skills, like you all know how to use the iPhone so well, right? That's neuroplasticity. Your brain is able to learn new things. That's great. But neuroplasticity also takes place when we keep rehearsing something negative. And it becomes a negative habit. It becomes an unpleasant personality. And thus it leads to a destiny that is, not very bright for us. So to be able to acknowledge the good things in us, in life, in others, to be able to apologize, to express regrets to ourselves. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to think or say or do those kind of things to myself. Then you develop neural networks that are loving, that are forgiving, that are, supportive of yourself and others. Does it make sense, Ekang? Yeah? Okay. So I wrote here, I addiction. This is an age, a computer age, where all of us use electronic devices so often, right? How many of you have your own iPhones? Raise your hands. So it looks like pretty much most of the teens. Okay, I see some of you not raising your hands. I'm sure your parents work very hard. And bless your parents, okay? Believe it or not, I don't have an iPhone. I don't have an iPad. I just have me. Me, okay? So addiction is prevalent in our time. It's acceptable because your parents also have that addiction. Many parents do, many adults do. And so it seems acceptable. But these are the networks that you are forming in your brain. When you constantly, check your phone, constantly go on, check your social media, do all these things. You know what Elon Musk, he said? We're all become very dependent on our iPhones. He said, you are a cyborg. You just don't know it. You just don't realize it. What's a cyborg? Part human, part machine, right? So actually, most of us are already cyborgs, and we don't realize it. Do you want to be a cyborg? Or do you want to be a real human being? The next retreat we have for the teens only, the theme is be a real human beings. I hope some of you are coming back for that retreat. Would you rather be a real human being, or would you rather be a cyborg or a humanoid robot? What are you training? You may already be that, and you are not aware of it. So remember your brain, remember neuroplasticity, and whatever you are doing, ask yourself, what am I becoming? What am I training? Which habit am I strengthening? Which kind of personality do I want for myself? And what kind of destiny? And if you see you're being a cyborg, maybe it's good to put away your iPhone. Because I don't have an iPhone or an iPad, my room doesn't have that. And I do use the computer to check email, to do work, but I use the computer in the office. And it's like the distance between the meditation hall to the dining hall and a little bit further. I do that intentionally because I know I also have my human weakness, right? So for me to actually walk from my room to the office, it has to be deliberate. You see? So do that for yourself if you don't want to be a cyborg, a robot. Put your electronic devices away from your room. Too many young people go to sleep very late. Your whole family is sleeping, but you are awake. You are, watching YouTubes, you are binging. You're doing things that establishing these neural networks, strengthening them in a way that will cause you to be depressed, socially awkward, antisocial, anxious, all of these symptoms that young people suffer nowadays because we rehearse these networks. So we need, every time we see ourselves doing that, say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm doing this to myself. Help me to find another way. Help me to change. Help me to choose better. Talk to yourself. In you, there's that awakened nature, that Buddha. Ask help from yourself. Ask help from your parents. Mom, Dad, would you please, not pay for the Wi-Fi in our house? Or can you just turn Wi-Fi off after 9? Yeah, ask them to help you. Ask them to help themselves too, so that they can be good examples for you. Yeah? Okay, let us listen to our sound of the bell together. When you learn to breathe with the sound of the bell, when the phone rings, your phone or somebody else's phone rings, just establish this new neural network. Just take a moment to breathe in and out and relax your body and mind. Just calm yourself. Have you heard of the word self-regulation? Yeah? Nowadays people use it a lot to self-regulate. Many of us suffer from depression, anxiety, social awkwardness, and it makes us feel very insecure and edgy, restless. So how to self-regulate? Actually, every time when you feel your body uneasy, restless, your heart beats fast, your breathing is rapid, laborious, just stand still if you are standing. Sit still if you are sitting. Lie still if you are lying down. And just come back to your breathing. It's like hello in breath, hello out breath. I know I'm feeling uneasy right now. I'm feeling sad right now. Or I'm feeling anxious right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Help me to calm down. And when you breathe like that, you relax your body like that, and you talk to yourself through it, you are self-regulating. Your heart beats, your heart slows down, your respiration slows down, and your body becomes more relaxed. You learn to be there for yourself. You see? I always share with young people the teaching on being a soulmate. What is your idea of a soulmate? What is a soulmate to you? Somebody that you're close with, you can talk with. Wonderful. What's a soulmate to you, Kang? Somebody who understands you too. Okay, anything else you want to add? Okay. And the young woman next to you? You are a parent? Okay. What's your idea of a soulmate? A mother? That's a lot. A partner that stands by you, is compassionate towards you. Yeah? That's a lot. Okay, go on. Next to that.
Sort of like she said,
Loving you. Uh-huh.
I feel like a person, even when you're wrong, they're always there for you. They're always there to help you or to guide you through pain and suffering.
Wow. Okay. Even if you are wrong, the person still stands by you and love you and guide you and forgive you, right? So now I want to ask honestly, all of these adults, can you raise your hands if you found that soulmate? Oh, lucky you. I can raise that. And can you raise your hands if you find that soulmate outside of you? Raise your hands high. Okay, some of you. Okay, good. How about you find that soulmate inside you? Raise your hands. Okay, wonderful. So we do have a very awakened audience. Excellent. I want to share with you this Chinese character for soulmate. You know the Chinese character for enough, right? You have it etched in your brain yet? Good. For soulmate. Tri kỷ. That's Vietnamese. Tri means to remember, to know, to master. Kỷ means oneself. So a soulmate is one who remembers oneself, one who knows oneself, one who takes care of oneself and masters oneself. So where's your soulmate? Can you use your finger, Sister D? Said, use your finger to point where's the soulmate. Can you find? Yes, the soulmate. We have to point inward. We learn to be our soulmate. When we have good qualities, remember to water them, to say thank you. That's being a soulmate to ourselves, okay? I'm so glad I'm strong now. I can play, I can create, can do all these things, yeah? I'm so grateful my mom is healthy still, my dad is still around, yeah? Those things, learn to be a soulmate by acknowledging the good things, to remember the good things you have, to know the good things that you still have, okay? And to take care of them, to take care of your body, my dear. I know young people who play games in front of the computer for hours and hours, and you don't even eat properly. Some parents actually bring food to the room for you to eat. And then you eat while you're playing your games, and then you leave the dishes there. Does it happen to any of you here? Raise your hands if that happened to you. Okay, I won't embarrass you, but if it happens to you, make sure you say sorry, first and foremost to yourselves, okay? And also to your parents, and tell them, please don't do that because you are hurting me, okay? You are training me to be that way. When I go to college, when I get a job, I will not be able to succeed. And so you're actually harming me. You're hurting me. Please help me. Yeah? This is being a soulmate. When we make mistakes, we don't just throw ourselves away like that cup. We don't just throw it out of the window or in the trash can. We mend ourselves. You know, there's a teaching There's a Japanese art called kintsugi. Maybe you can read up more on it, right? Kintsugi. If you have like a valuable ceramic bowl or a vase and it's broken, they actually don't just throw those pieces away. They use gold to mend those pieces. And actually, the vase or the bowl now looks quite unique and beautiful. And those cracks, they become accentuated. They stand out. Isn't that amazing? Yeah? That's the art of kintsugi. We can do that also, my dear, in our lives. Whatever the mistakes that we make, we don't have to hide them. We don't have to suppress them. But we can actually acknowledge them, breathe, relax, and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened. Okay? That comes to the third aspect of beginning anew, is that there are times when hurtful things happen to us. Okay? And we have to learn to express that hurt. Express hurt. Just a few retreats ago, I was with the young teens, 13, 14 years old. And one teen said, my mother died of cancer. And at first I felt really sad. And then I thought it was my fault that she died. And it has made me really, really sad. And then a couple of teens later, another young teen said, my father died of suicide. And I think it's my fault. This is the child logic. When we are young, as children, as teens, something happens in the family, somebody dies. Our parents get a divorce, or they fight, or somebody hurts us, verbally abuse us, physically, sexually, abuse us. I find that children don't know how to blame others. Children blame ourselves. We say, it's my fault. I must be bad. I must not be good enough. That's why bad things happen to me. You see, that's the child logic. And it's very damaging because when we think like that, when a thought like that arises, it's rehearsed. Sometimes subconsciously. Have you heard of implicit bias? Yeah? We usually use the word implicit bias to indicate it's a kind of like a discrimination, a judgment towards another group of people, like based on their colors or their sexual orientation or their gender identity, a minority group. But actually, implicit biases are also formed towards ourselves. When we are children and we have negative thoughts about ourselves, we're not aware of them, but they are recorded in our brain. These networks, neural networks, are formed. And we keep, these thoughts rehearse themselves, and they will manifest through our views about oneself, views about the world, Speech, God, I'm so stupid. I can't do anything right. Again, what to expect? You think like that. You say like that about yourself. God, I'm so clumsy, I'm not, why bother? Those are the things. Those are implicit biases formed earlier in our childhood without us being aware of it. Then we think, oh, that's just the way it is. That's just my personality. So when you come to a spiritual life at this age, it's a great blessing, my dear, because you learn to re-examine these thoughts, these patterns, and say, how have I come up with these herbs, these thoughts and way of being, and how can I trim them off? How can I transform and undo them? You see, you can do that. Although you are young, all of these things you can do. And these practices are very proactive. So instead of getting stuck in that child logic and those implicit and explicit biases, about ourselves in a negative way, we can also learn to practice beginning anew. Again, to thank ourselves. Thank you for being alive. Thank you for surviving. Thank you for always trying. That's what I do to myself each day. I thank myself many times. I tell myself, I love you. I'm here for you. Help me to take good care of you. That's what I do. And I learn to be my own soulmate. You see? Okay, let us breathe with another sound of the bell. Sit up beautifully. Okay, train yourself to, when you kick back, relax, that's fine. But also now know how to sit upright. And you breathe easily and your mind is upright as well. I read an article about this ex-neo-Nazi. And he had hurt many, many people based on their skin colors and also on their sexual orientation. And he had this sign that's called swastika, right? This sign on, like a tattoo on his hand. And one day he went to a McDonald's, and to scare the cashier who was African American, he showed his hand like this. And the woman said to him, "Come on, you know you're better than that." That was amazing. And he was like taken by complete surprise. He was very angry. He walked out of McDonald's, but something began to change in him. And he actually became a Buddhist. And he practiced. And in the interview, he shared that, hurt people hurt people. Yeah. When we are hurt, we hurt back. Yeah. Hurt people hurt people. All of us, we will go through difficulties in our lives. Some difficulties are more minor, some are more major, but we all cannot escape those challenges and difficulties. And sometimes it can be very painful. And then the autonomic nervous system will make the decision in those times. It will push us. It will make instantaneous decision to fight or to flight, to run away or to freeze. Sometimes you even just shut down or faint just to save your life, right? That's a natural coping mechanism to fight, flight, or freeze. Like when you get into a car accident, that also happens. Or somebody suddenly attacks you or shouts at you, you will have that. So in those moments, the body has the wisdom to make the decision. And it works because we are alive, right? We know how to respond to that situation at that moment, and then we get out of it. The problem is that it has happened to many people that they get stuck in that response. Although there's no longer that crisis, but they continue to fight. They fight all the time with themselves and with their loved ones. Or they continue to run from relationships. You know, like you're about to get a degree in something, suddenly you have this thought, I'm not good enough. Who am I joking? And people actually leave their job, leave their training. They self-sabotage, because they don't trust themselves. So they keep running. I'm not good enough for this relationship, so I'm going to destroy it before I fail, Yeah? Or we just shut down. We walk, we talk, we work, we get married, but we are very numb inside. So we're stuck in these coping mechanisms. So be aware of that. Be aware when something bad happens, what do you usually do? Do you shut down, or do you fight, or do you run? Just recognize it in yourself. You may have different coping mechanisms in different situations, but just recognize them and call them by their true names. Because your awareness, your acknowledgement, your recognition of what you're doing suddenly makes that lose its power. You know it for what it is. And in that window period, you have a choice. Oh, actually, it's not worth fighting. This is not anything, I don't have to fight all the time like this. I don't have to react. You see, I don't have to shut down. I don't have to run away. So you actually have a real choice. This is a real choice, not like which kind of cereal will I eat, or which kind of iPhone should I get now. That's not a real choice. It's set up for you. You either choose this or that. You know what I mean? But the true freedom, being a true soulmate, is when you see your own habits and behaviors and you know its roots, what kind of neural networks are being triggered right now, and you decide not to act upon that impulse, upon that habit. See? So it's almost time. I will end with this image. I have gone through a lot in my life also. I hope that actually there are many teenagers who read my books, so that you will find my books and read sometimes and learn how to take better care of yourselves, how to be your own soulmate. Okay? All of the practices that we teach you here are to help you to be your own soulmate, to remember, to know, to take care of your body and mind, and to master your thoughts and feelings, especially when there are implicit biases, explicit biases towards yourself and others, especially when they are negative, discriminative, especially when they come from hurt, from the wounds in us. Hurt people. Do remember that and embrace that wound. Hello, I know you are there. I'm sorry. You have been hurt. Help me to take good care of you. Okay? And it shows us a way out. When we bring light to something, when we get to know it for what it is, you know what? It's not as frightening as you thought it would be. Running away from things, suppressing things, avoiding them, actually makes the thing scarier. It's like a looming darkness, like a monster, and we're always hiding from it. But when you turn around and face it, oh wow, you're just actually facing yourself. And you are lovable, that you are enough. You are more than enough. And you find ways. You asked your parents, you ask your teachers, you ask a monk, a nun, You ask others to help you so that you can grow up healthy, so that you bring love and joy to yourself, to your family, and the world. You see, for many years of my life, I always felt I was not good enough, that I was not enough. Always felt this hole inside me, this vacuum in me. And you know what? Many adults, however successful they may be, they feel this hole inside, including Elon Musk. But I keep practice mindful breathing, beginning anew with my inner child, my wounded inner child. I'm here for you. Help me to take care of you. I open my heart to receive support and care from others. And one day, it just came to me, a thought naturally arose. I'm whole. And it was a simple thought, but it was so empowering for me that I am enough and I am whole. If you can live this life recognizing that you are enough, that you are whole, then you can truly, fully realize all of your potential and not obstructed by negativity from within and without. You make mistakes, oh, I'm sorry. Like I have learned now, I don't ever say anything unkind to myself. I don't think anything negative about myself. When I make mistakes, I just say, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll try again. But how do you go from feeling this vacuum inside you, right? You're not good enough, you're not enough, to feeling whole, that you are already everything you wish. You only allow yourself to manifest your love and your talents. How do you go from that, from a vacuum state to a state of wholeness? I'm like, wow, this word is so weird. Whole, W-H-O-L-E. You see that? There's that hole in there, that vacuum in there. What makes it? The W. Can somebody tell me? Wisdom. Wisdom, my dear. We call it insight. We call it understanding. When we bring understanding, insight, yeah? When we learn to be our own soulmate, this vacuum naturally disintegrates. There's no boundary. There's no obstruction at all. You see? So this is the way to do it. To practice beginning anew with ourselves, day in, day out with each other. Thank you. I am sorry. There's hurt. Please listen. Please listen. Please help. Say that to yourself. Get help from others. Yeah? And that is helping us to find a way out so that we truly know that we are whole, that we are enough. Okay, my dear ones? Thank you so much. Let us enjoy 3 sounds of the bell together. Sit up stably like a mountain. Okay. Have your shoulders open, your chin midway. Okay. Come back and befriend your in-breath and your out-breath. That is a good friend who's always there for you. Help you to self-regulate, to soothe and comfort you, help you to get to know yourself. Your body is there for you always. Even when you neglect your body, you abuse your body, you put your body, you put yourself down, your body still takes good care of you, help you to get up the next day. So give rise to gratitude. Learn to be a soulmate to your body, to your inner child, to what is.